Alright, we got the trailer hooked up back there, and we've got the bed free. That means we're picking up probably a couple bikes here. A guy on Facebook sent me a message saying that he had a bunch of bikes. I don't know if you guys can see that, but he's got a bunch of bikes in his garage. We're gonna go pick through them, see which ones we like. There's a couple cool bikes in there, so stay tuned, should be pretty fun. But there's an RM125 I've got my eye on, and a couple KXs, a couple other cool ones, so stay tuned. This one's gonna be a great video. Alright, we got back pretty late last night, so it was pretty dark by the time I got back from our little trip here to pick up some bikes. We're going to walk through all the bikes, and then we're going to pick one to work on for the day, because there's just too many. There's 4 of them that we picked up to go through. So you guys kind of saw the preview of them. I walked around the trailer. You guys can kind of see each one. A few are like kind of parts bikes, iffy parts bikes, but we will see what we can do with them. So the guy was really nice I met with. He had a bunch of cool bikes, really vintage, cool, rare bikes that are very hard to find. He showed me his whole collection, and he just wanted to get rid of the liquid cooled bikes he had, which are all the ones I bought, liquid cooled. So we'll start off with, let's see, the RM125. This is a 1989 RM125. You can see it's in pretty decent condition. It looks like a couple pieces were painted on it. But basically, he said that he got this on trade, and he didn't really have a connection with it, so he's like, you can have it. I paid $600 for all 4 bikes. So that bike, this KX, and the RM125, all together were $600. So I think the KDX was $350, and then the 3 bikes in total were $250. So, you know, about $100 a piece for 3 bikes. So not too bad. But yeah, this RM is a 1989. You can see the top ends off of it right here, but the crank seems fine. So the crank doesn't have any up and down movement, so the crank is good. I'm guessing it shifts through the gears. Got the nice air box on it. It's got the carburetor on it. Nice chain and sprocket. All the brakes are on it. Some forks. Has newer grips. Looks like it was going to be turned into a street bike, because it looks like he was going to put lights on it and make it into one of those. It's got the cool gas sink on it from 1989. The gas sink that goes like way down. Kind of weird, isn't it? But let's see what's in the gas tank here. It's completely empty. But yeah, this needs a new cylinder. Came with the old one. The guy pressed a sleeve in there, but it looks like it was cracked right there. You can see that whole section of the cylinder right by my thumb is out, so I don't know if that's usable or not. And you can see all the metal shavings in there. So it does come with all the power valves and everything like that. Oh, that's chipped out pretty bad too right there. You can see the big chip in the top of it right there. We do have the head. There's the head. It looks like the piston was all shaved up. Yeah, pretty much just blew up. You can see all the pits in there. So what I think happened was the piston blew up in the cylinder, scratched the cylinder wall, and that's why a new sleeve was put in. But yeah, I don't know, it might be usable. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Looks a little rough. What other parts we got in here? I think we've got the power valves, a couple plastics. Here are the power valves. Those look like they're in good shape, actually. Cover. this is everything for the top end. Another power valve. These power valves probably go for big money. Probably sell those just for $100 right there if I wanted to. I think we might try to get this bike running though. I might try to find a cheaper cylinder and piston and slap it together. Because really all we need for this thing is a back fender, a front fender, and a shroud. And this bike's good to go. Plus the top end. So we might try to get this thing running. I haven't decided yet. Leave a comment down below if you want me to. I think most people probably want to see this old RM125 running again. I know I do. But yeah, that's one bike. On to the next one. We'll start off with this KX right here. Let's see what year it is. I don't even know the year on this one. Let's see, check out the VIN. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So E is the 10th letter on the VIN. If we look it up on our phone, E looks like it's a 1984 right there. So that's an old one. 1984. This one's in a little rougher shape. The seat, the gas tank, and the shrouds are on it. It's got the radiator on there. Engine's there. Missing a couple tubes. Looks like it's a little crusty in there as well. Carburetor's on there. Air box is on there. Forks, brakes are there. Throttle's there. It's really not too bad. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. It's not too bad. Shroud's a little empty there. There we go. Just a beater bike. Missing the front brake caliper. So yeah, overall not too bad. What we're probably gonna do with this one is try to get the engine saved in this one and probably swap it into another one that's nicer. Maybe the RM if we can't get that one running. I'm not too sure what we're gonna do. Or we've got another bike over here too that it might work for. Plus I've got a bunch of other KXs in the garage. So we'll try to find a spot for this, but a lot of good parts that are hard to find. So this model actually didn't have power valves in it, which is nice. You don't have to mess with the power valves. Look at this weld on the frame. Check that out. Huh. Oh, here's the other little piece for the... This probably goes like right here. But yeah, another engine, parts engine. Chain sprocket, I've seen better days. Check those out, pretty worn out. Front one's not too bad, but it looks like it was welded on. So that bike is probably the worst one out of the four. On to the next one. This is another KX. This one's actually in pretty decent shape. Plastics are all really nice on it. Looks pretty complete. Really not too bad. What is the year on this one? That is the question. Let's see. Let's see what the VIN is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the VIN is an H. Let's see what that year is. H is in 1987. Right there. 1987 KX125. So I've got a 1989, 1984, two 1986s outside, and a 1987. So I've got like the whole 80s collection of KX125s. But this bike is actually not too bad. It looks like the shock, the back shock, was put on wrong. You can see the bolt right here was supposed to mount up to the swing arm bolt right here. That's why it's sitting so low. So we gotta figure that out. Sprocket on the back's a lot better than the other KX over here. So that looks like a newer sprocket on there. What else we got? Another newer sprocket in the front. Mikuni carb on it. Shrouds are in really good shape. That might be a little crack right there though. Yeah, that is a little crack. I thought it was just a scratch, but that is a crack. But the shroud and plastics, like I said before, are in good shape. The seat's like perfect. Not one single rip in the seat, which is amazing. Look at that. Tank is nice. Pipe is nice over there. But this one's locked up, I think. It's either the kickstart mechanism is broken or it's completely locked up. We'll have to dig into it. This will be a fun project for sure. Looks like it's missing. Oh no, it's not missing that. It's just the cover on the power valves. But it's got the boot, the power valves, everything's here, back brakes here, silencers on it, which I might rob that and put it on my other one. It's a nice silencer. Got the clutch cable on here, brakes all work. Does a slide work here? No, that's locked up. So carburetor's locked up. Got a nice number plate on it. Fender's okay. Brake caliper looks nice. Brake rotor's a little rough. Rims are good. Rims are nice on here. Let's just see if it shifts in. Yeah, it's shifting. I think. Yep, that's first gear right there. Let's see, that's neutral. Just kick over in neutral. Oh, something's locked up in the engine. Not too sure what that would be, but yeah, back tire's got some good meat on it still. And the front tire is pretty decent. Yeah, that'll be a fun project. That'll be for probably a different day. And then we've got the KDX 175. So this bike is pretty cool. Actually pretty nice condition. This is probably the nicest bike I bought here. This one I paid $350 for. So it's pretty much complete except for the side covers. So one side cover goes right here, that's missing. And then another one goes right here that's missing. But it does have the air box on it, which is nice. So there's that. I want to see what year this thing is. Let's check it out. It looks like the VIN's kind of says 175A 4C. I'm not really sure what year this thing is. Maybe an 81. We'll have to look that up. But look at all the stickers on it. K1, Smith, Motion Pro, Moose with Weisco, Renthal. This guy went to town on the stickers. That's funny. We'll be taking all those off. But yeah, this one actually kicks over. I don't know how good that sounds. A little clanky in there, it sounds like. We'll be taking this all apart today and trying to get this bike to run. But the pipe is really nice on it, and it comes with the silencer. The silencer alone on these is worth over $100, so that kind of tells you the rarity of the bike. Fork boots are perfect. You don't see that very often. Rims are nice. DID. Gas tank is actually pretty nice. Not super discolored. Seat is in okay condition, not a ton of rips on it. Back fender's nice. Look all you want, but please don't touch. Answer bars, looks like. Clutch works. That's good. Throttle work. Looks like the cable's a little janky on here. Might have to get a new throttle cable for it. But yeah, not super bad. Sprockets are a little worn out in the back. Really big beefy tire in the back as well. It's got an air filter on it. At least we don't have to take off the cover and find a bunch of mice in it, so that's good. Another Mikuni carb on it. That's cool. Sprocket in the front's not too bad. Missing a little rubber for the shifter. I don't know if it shifts through the gears or not. I guess we could figure that out pretty soon. But yeah, overall, this bike is the most complete and probably the one worth the most money at the moment. So let's jump right into the video. get going on this bike, see if we can get this bike fired up today, and maybe even take it for a ride. All right, first things first, let's see if it shifts through the gears. Make sure the engine's fine on this thing. We'll shift up first. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be good. Shifts pretty smoothly, actually. All right, there's neutral. It looks like it shifts through all the gears. That was the first test, so that's good. Ooh, that chain roller looks a little rough in there. Oh man. All right, next thing we're gonna do is get out the spark plug, put a little oil down the cylinder, kick it over a couple times, and check compression, see what we're at. All right. We can kind of tell how the bike was running too. See what this looks like. Well, looks like it was running pretty decent. I mean, it's a little black, but not bad. There's not a bunch of crap on the tip of the spark plug or anything. I'll put that in there for now. Get a little oil going. Bike has been sitting for a couple of years. Get that nice and lubed up in there. Alright, let's see if it kicks over. Hopefully it's smooth. Feels pretty smooth to me. All right, let's check for spark. You guys probably already saw the spark, but I wasn't really checking, so let's see. See if we're getting a little sparky spark here. Probably not. Oh yeah. Great spark. All right, we've got spark. Do we have compression? Is the next question. Let's get the compression tester out. All right, you guys take a look at the gauge. I'll kick it over with the throttle open. We're hoping for over 100. Hopefully we can do it. Throttle doesn't really want to open, it's kind of stuck. There, it's kind of open. Oh yeah, that's not bad. 155 pounds of compression right there. I'd say that's pretty good for an old bike. So this thing should start up no problem, if there's nothing else wrong with it. All right, so far we've got good compression, we've got spark. Let's take a look at that carburetor, get that cleaned out. I think what I'm gonna do is take the whole air box out. Might make it a little easier. I think it just comes out like that. Let's see. Yeah. There. Look how easy that was. Carburetor's right here now. Check that out. They put the slide in wrong. It's supposed to be flipped upside down. This part is supposed to be down here. That is funny. I've never seen that happen before. This part is supposed to be down here. That is so weird. Oh man, that's really funny. Look at the cutout part is right there. That's probably why this bike didn't run right. That's hilarious. Always take apart your carburetor. You never know what might be cobbled together with it. That is pretty funny. Get this carburetor off now. This line brittle. Let's see. Yeah, that line's not too bad. The carburetor feels empty. So, I wonder if it's already clean. That would be great. Alright, let's dig into the carburetor, see what that looks like. Old gas, it looks like. Let's see here. Oh yeah, a little bit. It's not too bad. Just some old gas in there. See, it's just coated with oil. It's really not that bad. Take the main jet out. This can probably just soak in the ultrasonic cleaner for a bit. It turns out what's the air screw here. One turn out for the air screw. The choke works. Choke works. Alright, let's blow this out with some compressed air and carb cleaner and clean that up a bit. Alright, carburetor's back on, looking good. Let's see if there's any gas in here. You can see no gas. So we can just put some premix in and see if the gas line works. Looks like the petcock is kind of a little janky on there. But let's see if that petcock works. Oh yeah, we've got gas coming out. Cool. That works. Alright, you guys know what's next. Alright, looks like the carburetor's holding gas so far. Let's get that spark plug back in. Alright, here we go. Will she fire? I'd say she runs pretty good. Awesome. That didn't take much. Alright, now that it runs, I want to fix this thing right here, the throttle. It looks like maybe the threads were taken out of here. Yeah, there's no threads in there, so what we're going to do is tap into that and then screw this guy into there. And that should fix the problem. I don't know why it's all taped up like that. We'll have to see what's underneath this tape. Alright, throttle's fixed. You can see I got it all rigged up there. No duct tape or anything. I had to put two of these together though because the cable was like way too long. So I just epoxied that one to that one. And that works perfect. So, looks a lot better than duct tape, I think. Alright, let's get all these stickers off of it and clean it up a bit. Alright, all the stickers are off of it, looking pretty good. Just have to clean up the gas tank a bit. This fender looks good. And over here, I don't know if I'm going to leave that Kawasaki sticker on it or not. Probably not. I'll probably get some new graphics for it. But that's what she looks like. Alright, after a lot of cleaning and a lot of polishing, this is what the bike looks like. You can see the gas tank's a lot better than what it was. Obviously not perfect, but you can only do so much with that gas tank. I can't get the brown spots off, but I just had to leave the sticker on there. I don't know if I'm going to take it off or not, but it doesn't look too bad with the black. Shine up the rims. Those are looking good. All the black spots are shined up. Other side. See the gas tank on the other side looks a lot better. Pretty clean looking now. So if I had those side panels, this thing would be complete and it would be looking pretty fresh. But yeah, didn't turn out too bad. All the brakes work. You can see and the front brake works as well. So front brake works up here. I adjusted the clutch a little bit, put a little bit more slack in it. And that seems to work, so everything is working pretty well. Yeah, looking pretty good. Alright, let's fire it up one more time, let her run for a bit. Alright, let's see if she starts back up. Well, doesn't get much better than that. Basically all we did was a carb clean, put some gas in this thing, and it fired right up. Then we cleaned it up a bit, and this is what it looks like. So I'm going to be looking for some side panels for it, and then this bike will be complete, other than the lights, of course, but those are impossible to find. So anyway guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video on the Kawasaki KDX and picking up the other 3 bikes. More to come on those. Stay tuned for those videos. And until next time, we are out.